Gideon Rosenblatt's engagement pyramid is a model that can help with thinking strategically about entry points and varying levels of commitment of movement members. If you don't have an engagement plan yet or approach to recruitment and capacity building of potential members and supporters, then the engagement pyramid will be a good starting point for you to kick off the conversation in your movement. The levels of the pyramid represent, at the lowest level, very broad and low engagement, while at the top of the pyramid, you have fewer people, but deeply committed leaders who take a lot of responsibility upon themselves. This model is important to explore because movements tend to focus mainly on the most dedicated and how to recruit the masses. But once people show interest and join, there isn't a plan for how to engage the newcomers. Let's explore the pyramid. Observers are interested in the cause and know of its existence, but an observer would only check social media posts or read about you in the news. Your main engagement goal is to keep the observer informed and interested. So keep feeding them with your activities and inspire them to learn more about your work. At the next level, you will find the people following your campaign or activities more closely. You would also like them to invest more interest in your movement, and therefore a next step could be to get permission to share information directly with them. For instance, by getting their contact details. Maybe they could sign up for your WhatsApp or Signal group. In the middle of the engagement pyramid, find the people who endorse your work and believe in the mission you are on. You can convince them to do simple acts with little risk, but you haven't convinced them yet to commit fully. Contributors are people you know and contact here and there, and your ambition will be to figure out how you can get them even more involved, or at least keep them on a contributing level. If somebody begins to say "we" about the work you do together, you know the level of commitment is high, and the person speaking is on the level of owning the struggle, almost the same way as you. The people at this level are deeply engaged and care a lot about your work. Therefore, it is also very important to cater for their needs and interests. Lastly, you will find on the top of the engagement pyramid yourself, most likely, and your close comrades leading the movement. There might only be 5 to 10 of you, and you are in charge of the day-to-day affairs and invest a lot of time and resources to achieve your common goal. The most significant thing about this model is that it illustrates how to identify people where they are and see if you can match tasks to the specific level of engagement, motivation, and interest. And see if you can open a pathway for deeper engagement at the next level of the pyramid. If you ask a newcomer to do a vague task that involves a lot of time, she might head straight out the door and never come back again. Also, if you neglect to recognize a person who is very committed and has joined many planning meetings and events for months, he might feel you don't value his knowledge and commitment, which could lead to demotivation and disengagement. In other words, it's a balancing act to match the communication, concrete tasks, motivation, and the skills of movement supporters and members.